Yo, what is going on, fam? I hope you're having an absolutely awesome day and you're killing it. So basically, in this video, I kind of want to go over the best day trading strategy that allows you to risk a little to make a ton. This week, it absolutely smashed it, and honestly, it's the most consistent strategy I've ever seen, and I've had a lot of success with it. So before I start, if you haven't already, make sure you drop this video a like, subscribe to me. I basically make the difficult simple to my unique way of teaching and education. And yeah, let's get right into it. I hope you guys enjoy. My name's PB, by the way. So, the best day trading strategy. Basically, I'm just gonna give you guys a small rundown with this, and then what we're gonna do is go into real life examples. We're gonna go through a little slideshow with when it's worked, and when it doesn't work too, and how you manage your losses with it. And then we're gonna go into a little bit of just kind of freestyling it with how the market's treated the strategy the last 5 days and showing you guys that these are real results and it really, really, really does work. Without further ado, let's get started. So, what does the best day trading strategy consist of? Basically, I use the VWAP, the 9 EMA, support and resistance, breakouts and breakdowns, and then a set of rules. When I'm using VWAP, if you guys don't know, VWAP is basically the volume weighted average price of a stock. So it's basically the average trade price for the day. So obviously it's going to be a big psychological level because that's basically everyone's average. So when it gets under everyone's average, people get scared and start to sell. When it gets over someone's average, people are happy and they start to buy. That's why it's so significant. And how I like to play it is basically 5-minute close over means we look for calls. 5-minute close under means you look for puts. I'm going to go over all this and show examples and all that good stuff. A bullish retest equals calls. A bearish retest equals puts. So basically, let me show you guys. Alright, so this right here would be a bearish retest because we have a 5-minute close under VWAP and then we retested it and rejected. This right here would be a bullish retest because we have a 5-minute close right here. We ripped over it, we retested it right here. We ripped, we retested it right here. We ripped, we retested it again and ripped. This right here would be a bearish retest because look, we have a 5-minute close under. That means we're looking for puts. We retested VWAP, flushed. Retested VWAP, flushed. Retested VWAP again, flushed. And then we got a 5-minute close over VWAP. Tried to bounce, got a 5-minute close under. That means we're looking for puts. Boom. Came back up. That means we're looking for puts here. Boom. And then, look right here, guys. We got a nice little close over VWAP. And then, retest right here, rip. Retest right here, rip. And then we just keep riding it up. Retest, rip. But then once we get a 5-minute close under, look. We rejected it right here again. But that's a little skew. I'm going to go into it a ton more. Next, 9 EMA. So basically with the 9 EMA, you want to sell when it gets extended and focus on the taps. So let me show you guys this. Look, 9 EMA. So you guys see how it gets very extended right here, right? What happens when we get extended from the 9 EMA? We get a lot of space. I like to sell and I like to rebuy the 9 EMA tap. So like this. We got very extended over here. Look, very, very extended. What happened? We retested it, ripped. Same thing right here. Check this out. We got extended right here. We retested it, went back up. Extended, retested it, went back up. Extended, retested it, and went boom. Same thing right here. We were extended, right? We had a lot of space. We retested the 9 EMA, ripped up. And then as here, we started getting a lot of space now. We retested it, ripped up. So basically, I used the 9 EMA to help me figure out when a stock is too extended and needs a pullback. It lets me to sell and buy back on the retest and saves me some money. So I like it. All right. So next, support and resistance. I like to play support and resistance breakouts, retest, and you just always have to have support and resistance lined out. Because if you don't, It's like, say you want to buy a bullish VWAP retest, right? But then we're very close to a 100 psychological level. I'm not going to buy calls before it breaks the level because there's a 90% chance that the stock's not going to break through. I'd rather wait for the breakthrough and then play the retest. So always have your levels marked out so that you can be able to recognize those and not get trapped. And so yeah, you have to always have your pivots down and ready. I'm going to show you guys all that in a bit. Next, my rules. I don't like to play calls with the stocks under VWAP because why would I trade calls, meaning I want the stock to go up, if sellers are in control? It's failure. I mean, it's like running in front of a moving train. Sellers are into control. The train is going down, and I'm trying to buy calls and saying it's going to go up. No, instead, wait for the train to start going up and then do it. You know, I like to buy higher, sell higher. Sell lower, buy lower. That's my strategy. Next, look at the higher time frames. This is so important because think about it. It's like, instead of buying, say you want to buy a bullish retest of VWAP, right? But then there's a 30-minute hammer candle. You could get screwed. That's why you have to always look at your higher time frames and have your higher time frames marked out. I'm going to show you guys examples of all that too in a bit. Next, always have a plan. What does my plan consist of? It consists of a stop loss level, a take profit level, how long you're going to be in the trade for. The trade doesn't work out, are you going to cut it? Are you going to be scaling Gyro contracts or selling them all at once? There's a ton that goes into your trade. Next, be a robot. If there's any little bias in your emotions, if you're mad that day or if you're super happy that day, honestly don't trade. You have to go into each trade and be like a robot. Like you don't care what happens, you're just trading a system, pressing buttons. Literally, you could just use a block pressing buttons, you have no emotion. Because the truth is, a lot of trading systems do work, but the thing that holds traders back is that they're not able to control their emotions. That is key. Next, play the trend, don't fade the trend. Like I said earlier, don't run in front of a moving train. Alright, now let's go into some examples. Alright, this was on March 23rd, so this was on Thursday. Look what happened. Just look at the strategy. So what is this? This is a 5-minute close over VWAP, right? We're over VWAP. Yellow line is VWAP. And then we got a beautiful 5-minute retest of VWAP right here. And notice, not once did we go under VWAP. Not once did we go under VWAP. Next, we start to absolutely rip, right? And then look what happens right here. We got extended for the 90 MA right here, right? That's a 90 MA extension, meaning you have to wait for the retest, the retap. And then we have a retap, but then the 90 MA, it basically told you that the stock's too extended. It's got to come back down. So then look what happened once you saw this extension. We got a 5-minute close under VWAP. Before I say this, think in your heads, what do we do? 5-minute close under VWAP. What are we looking for? A retest to play puts. So right here, we got a 5-minute close over VWAP. We played this retest. And then we got a 5-minute close under VWAP. So this was the close right here. So my entry would either be right here on this candle, or what is this? This is a beautiful retest right here. Beautiful retest right here. Plus, here's a little tip. This is the sauce right here, guys. Once you see the 90 MA and the VWAP cross each other, it's a huge signal. So look right here. We crossed each other. This is called a launch pad setup. When the 90 MA crosses over VWAP and we're basing on VWAP. That's a launch pad. When I see that, I load calls. Same thing right here. This is a down pad because the VWAP was under VWAP. We had a retest of VWAP, and then we had a 90 MA crossover to the downside. I loaded puts here. And then look what happens, guys. Again, we got a perfect retest of VWAP. They tried to pop it up, 300 490, boom, instant flush of 300 280. Isn't it crazy how the VWAP is such a key level, guys? I mean, they gave us 3 trades this day, and they were 3 for 3, literally. 3 for 3, it's insane. Now, this was FOMC and it still worked, which is pretty insane. I mean, check this out, guys. This was FOMC. 5-minute close over VWAP, and we're looking for calls, right? Look what happens. We held over VWAP. They tried to sell under, but buyers took control. What happened once you got this huge retest? We ripped. And you have to sell on this candle. I mean, you're up $3 in your position. That's easily 100%. So we just banked on calls, right? The VWAP just made you 100%. And then what happened? We got a 5-minute close under VWAP. That means we're looking for puts. And guess what happened, guys? We got an absolutely perfect retest right here. And so many people ask me, how do you know if it's a retest and not a breakover? Once you see a wick, so you're looking for wicks. Once you see a bearish wick like this right here or this right here, that means that it's a bearish retest. But the best thing is, guys, that I haven't told you guys yet, is there is such little risk on this trade. Because think about it, you're buying it on this candle, right? You're buying it right here at 398.73. You're only risking 50 cents because you're going to stop out if it gets a close over VWAP. So if you're playing a bearish retest of VWAP, you're going to stop out if it gets a close over VWAP. So look, we had a bearish retest. I buy puts here, right? I buy puts right here. My stop loss is right here. My take profit is right here because that's the previous low of day. What a trade. You're risking maybe 50 cents to potentially make dollars. That's why I absolutely love the strategy, and it helps because you're on the right side. It puts you on the right side. It really does. So that's VWAP that day, and then this was pre-FOMC, which I don't even trade, but check this out right here, guys. Oh, by the way, first rule. You don't do the strategy the first 30 minutes of the day. For the first 30 minutes of the day, you wait and just see how the day's going. So check this out. You know, this is the first 30 minutes of the day. We don't trade this, but we got a 5-minute close under VWAP and a retest right here at 45 minutes into the day. You can trade that. Look at this. Boom, we flushed, and then another trade right here. Retest. You see that wick? This is the wick you're looking for. What happened? Boom. $1 flush like that. Easy scalp. And then what happened right here? We got 1, 2, 3 bearish retest and not one close over. Not one close over VWAP and 3 ugly wicks. That means you load puts, by the way, guys. Look what happened. Boom. Load puts. Easy money. 3 for 3 again. How crazy is it, guys? Freaking love it. Check this out, though. So look. It's like the opportunities it gives. So we're 30 minutes. This is 30 minutes into the day, right? We don't trade this. But 30 minutes in the day. Once we get a 5-minute close over VWAP, look what happens. 5-minute close over VWAP, right? We got a retest right here. Boom, we ripped. And then, look, we got extended for the 90 MA here. We basically came down, tapped it a little bit, ripped. Same thing right here. We got extended for the 90 MA. We came down to the 90 MA and then ripped. Same thing right here. But then, guys, okay, so some may say, PB, what happens if I buy puts on this candle right here? Well, first of all, the wick is not big enough. But if you bought puts on this candle here, you're taking a small loss, whatever. You bought puts at 387.40, you're stopping out at 387.70, you're losing 30 cents compared to making dollars every single time. Literally, you're at least a 1 to 5 risk to reward every single time. That's why I love the strategy, guys. So you have to be ready to stop out, but always wait for confirmation. Always wait for that 5-minute close. So you're always waiting for the 5-minute close over VWAP or the 5-minute close under VWAP to stop out. Let's see one more example, guys. Alright, perfect, right here. Look how perfect it worked, guys. Wow. So 30 minutes of the day. This is 30 minutes. This is when we start. We're over VWAP, and we got a retest right here. This means we're loading calls. Right on this candle, we're loading calls. Look at this wick. This is the best thing you could see. We're loading calls at 391, right? Boom, we're banking. 393. You gotta take profits here, bro. Come on, that's an insane trade. And then, what happened? We had alright, say you wanted to play this bullish retest, right? You just take a small loss. Whatever, you took a small loss. You tried to play this retest, and then you stopped out maybe for a 10% loss. Max 10% loss, because it closed VWAP only 20 cents under your entry. That's nothing, guys. So, okay, you're taking a small loss right here, right? But then what are you doing? You're switching to puts because we got a 5-minute close under VWAP and we have this beautiful retest. And what happens? You just made $4. $4 after the 20-cent loss. That's insane, guys. So think about it. Winning trade. This is about at least 100% winning trade. and then 10% losing trade, and then at least 100% another winning trade. It's insane, guys. I really, really love it. But that's basically it, except when you're looking for contracts to trade, I would recommend trading 0 DTE for the first 2 hours. I wouldn't recommend it. It is risky, but that's what I trade. I trade 0 DTE for the first 2 hours. But if you're a beginner trader, I'd play 1 to 2 days till expiration out, just so that you don't get stopped out right away. But that's it for me, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll be dropping more in detail posts about my strategy in the next few videos. So make sure you subscribe to me and follow me on Twitter, follow me on Instagram, and follow me on YouTube at PB Investing. Make sure to drop this video a like if you enjoyed. I'm going to be posting way more YouTube videos, so subscribe while you can. Also follow my socials, link in bio. Peace.